What's going on, family? New day, new beginnings. Before we get started, hit that like and share button, subscribe button. What I wanted to briefly discuss. This is gonna be short. This whole situation, up here in New York, dudes getting their shit beat in, women are getting harassed, men are getting harassed, and so forth. And my thing is this: I've been seeing this a lot. Where's our warrior class at? And what I mean by a warrior class is that dudes who are warriors who are standing still in the things that they're doing, not just sitting back, standing back with their pants hanging off their ass. You know what I'm saying? With fucking skinny jeans on. And this is the product of a lot of parents having these kids back in the 90s. And you see the result of it now. A lot of males. A lot of males are just, they act like women. And people may say, well, that's not right. What I'm saying is wrong. But look, really look at it. A lot of y'all women out there, y'all raise these motherfuckers. Y'all raise these guys to be weak. Okay? Y'all raise these guys to be weak. And I'm not disparaging no one. But I'm just gonna give you real talk. Y'all raise a lot of these young men to be weak. You understand? If the father was weak, you had no business dealing with the father if he was weak. You know what I'm saying? You need someone who is strong and know how to raise a kid. Now, if the father don't want to be in a child's life, that's differently. But I mean, I'm not putting the blame on y'all, but I mean, y'all have to accept some accountability for the men that's walking around in this day and age. Okay, they can't even defend them. They can't even defend their women. They can't even defend themselves. It's shit going on in the street, and you just see dudes walking around with fucking flip flops and slippers, and that's another thing. That's so fucking disgusting. You walking around with that bullshit, then you go in your house with the same dirty ass socks you went to the store in. You know what I'm saying? That's like some mental fuckery thing. You know, my thing is this: you got beef or whatever, not even with the system. You got to be prepared. And these dudes walking around with flip flops, skinny jeans, can't even run, ass hanging out and shit. And I'm saying to myself, and you see these women swirling, you see these women talking bad about our black men, you see these women not wanting to have anything to do with us. That's a sign, and that's a product of these kids not being born with any sort of character. Okay, you just prop their ass down in front of the fucking TV, let them watch all the bullshit, let them pick up all this fake shit. You understand? This fictional shit, and they go out here and thinking these streets are about that. We need to realize as a community that things are different. It's not like when I was younger. When I was younger, you had OGs who would talk to you, who want, what I'm saying, if you're doing a little dirt, they'll tell you, you gotta be careful, you gotta know how to move. No one telling these. I mean, let me correct myself. They got people telling these kids these things, but these kids just don't fucking listen. They just don't listen, and that's just sometimes I don't blame certain people. They just don't listen. That's just sometimes I sit up here, and when I think deeply, I said, I might not like a coon, but I understand a coon's logic. Because after a while, you get tired of telling your people, hey, this is how you got militarize. This is how you gotta, what I'm saying, this is how you gotta stand up and take care of business as a man, as a young lady. And they just go through one ear and out the other. And that's one of the issues that really upset me, is because we got the game. But yeah, we got the game, but I think a child's mindset, but like I said, I call people kids up until the age of 25. A child's mindset, if you're not doing nothing, most of the time they're not going to follow you. I think that's what it is too. They got a lot of men out here, what I'm saying, so-called OGs who ain't really doing nothing. You can't get a kid's game. You got a lot of women out here, you can't really get these young ladies game. You can't even get a men game. I'm saying these mothers they can't get a son's game. You understand? These men can't get their daughter's game. You understand? Because the kids look at you as a failure. And I think by your kids looking at you as a failure, that's more of a product on you. Because I think that you didn't do the things necessary when you was younger to make things in your life better. So when your kids get older, they could see a change. They could see something different. You know, when I was coming up, things were different. You had a lot of community centers. You could go by family, friends, and chill out and hang out. You understand what I'm saying? And it was about that. We all won. know what I'm saying? Kids riding a bike, not riding a fucking bikes in the street, clogging up traffic. You know, on a fucking bike, and you getting out, slapping the shit out of one of the little kids on the bikes. I've seen that shit happen multiple times. You understand? Not like that. We used to enjoy ourselves. You know, 'cause we had parents who spoke to us, uncles who spoke to us, family members. You understand? I could speak from experience. My family was a family that was joined at the hip. We're still joined at the hip. Everybody just go their different routes. Everybody doing their own they different things, but we're still one. You understand? We still one. They got some families out there who, from their exception, who are just Medicare, who are just born in the mediocrity, and a lot of families don't realize that when you see a family that's just not successful, who fail on every level, I think as the person who's living that, I think it's up to you to change the way you do things. Because the way I look at things sometimes, like I always say, I love my family, I love my friends, but I don't want to live that life that was being lived, you know, for the time I've been on this earth, and I'm 41. I don't want to live that life. So I think sometimes you guys take a step back and make a change. And then sometimes situations in your life force you to make a change. Having a baby, getting locked up, being unemployed, um, being on child support, um, being physically abused, verbally abused. There's a lot of things that force you to make that choice. You know, like I said, there's a lot of things that happen in my life that force me to make choices. I understand that. And that's the reason why I move the way I move. I'm not selfish. You know, I'm not a loner. I sometimes like being by myself. I have, I think, more of a understanding mentally of the things I want to accomplish, you know? And I think once you have that understanding of the things you want to accomplish, I think you view things differently, you view life differently. Because you could want everything you want for your friends and your family and your kids, but it's up to them. It's up to them. Like I said, I don't want to be that person who didn't take a risk at my age. If I fail, okay, do it again. I fail, do it again. Fail, do it again. After a while, you know, out of them 10 seeds that you sow, at least 3 of them going to blossom. I think that's how we got to look at life. And that's why right now you see in our warrior class is not blossoming. Because a lot of us sow so many bad seeds, we don't know what to do. We don't know what to do. And this whole pandemic thing is showing people, it's showing us who's more important. And if you look at it, our community is not important. Like I said, they switched up this whole Chinese virus. That's what I'm gonna say, Chinese virus thing to make it seem like it's us, and it's not us. It got switched up on us, and it's not us. Okay, like I said, someone tell you that, you know, black people around the world are face it. Tell you go fuck yourself. Of course we're not. You gotta know when to stand your ground. You gotta know when to stand your ground as a man and as a woman. But I'm talking to the men because you gotta be warriors. Everything I just said, that's a product of your environment. Like I say, your parents are a failure, let your parent be a failure. But I think sometimes you as a person, you gotta stand up and say, I don't want to be this way. If you don't got a mentor, man, like I said, books could be a mentor. Podcasts could be a mentor. They got brothers and sisters out there that want to help. But like I said, we first gotta cleanse our community of those who have no value. And like I said, it's not throwing shade, but they got a lot of families out there that have no value to this world for nothing. And it's not being mean-spirited, but it's the truth. We all know that one family that they're just full of losers, have nothing to offer anyone. And a lot of our warrior class come from them. We all been there in the beginning. That's nothing. We all been there in the beginning. But after a while, you as a man, You gotta take control of the situation. As a woman, you gotta take control of the situation and stand up. Love your family. But your family not helping you or pushing you along in life, you gotta know how to deal with them. Your friends, you gotta know how to deal with them. Get back to raising kids. Back in the day, we used to raise kids as a group, as a family, friends. I see a lot of women on here who got little boys. I'm saying to myself, this not gonna start well. It's not gonna start well. It's not gonna start well. A lot of women raising little girls. I'm like, oh, this is not gonna start well. And I'm not gonna sit here and say we need to do better, because I think that's bullshit. Because if we need to do better, everybody need to do better. But I think in life, we gotta get to that point where we gotta say to ourselves, I'm tired of this. It's time for me to be a man. It's time for me to be a woman. That's why I always beg, I always plead and beg people. Speak positively into your child. Speak positively into your child. Let them know they better. Let them know they better. Because we are the warrior class. And we forgot who we are. Any man listening to this video, young G, go in your closet, all them skinny jeans, throw them shits out. All them flip-flops, throw them shits out. Better get some loose fit and start acting like a fucking man. Any woman out there, you understand, who's looking at or who view a man wearing skinny jeans as a man, something's wrong with you. You better reevaluate how you was raised and reevaluate. The first thing you reevaluate, look at your mother. Then look at your aunts. Then look at your father, your grandfather, and tell me if there's any accomplishments there. Like I said, not throwing no shade, but reevaluate. Just reevaluate. And once you reevaluate, you have a much more clearer understanding of the direction you want to head. And like I always say, I'm gonna leave on this note. I don't think that school's the answer for everything. School's not gonna get you out of this. Being a producer is gonna get you out of everything we're going through right now. Power respects power. You heard that, warriors, young warriors? Power respects power. If you want to know about that saying, that quote, power respects power, you better go read up on all the elders. Economically, spiritually, financially, mentally. And they'll tell you, power respects power. I love y'all. One.